Hi, artists. Brainerd Carey here, Director of Praxis Center. I want to talk to you a little bit about how to get a gallery owner to ask about you, ask about your work, right? This is what everybody struggles with. You send emails to galleries, they don't respond. You send emails to people, they don't respond. They don't give you feedback on your work or take an interest in it. So this is the way to do it. It's pretty simple, and you don't have to be an extrovert to do this at all. In fact, it's in a way the opposite. The power dynamic here is in your court. So the first thing to do is wherever you live in the world, wherever you are in the world, whether it's rural or not, um, decide how many galleries are within, let's say, an hour commute of where you are, right? Even if you're far out in an area where there isn't a city. So, is there a city within an hour? Something like that. Whatever, it is for you in terms of commuting to get to a city, right? And that city should be, some kind of a city that has galleries in it. So what you would do at first, and maybe you're living much closer to a city than that, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or you're in one. So whatever it is, decide which day of the week you're going to go and visit that gallery or that city, right? Then go to that city. Again, whether you're in it, whether you're 20 minutes from it, an hour from it, just make a goal to go there. Let's just say it's a Saturday, right? So you go every Saturday at noon, you drive in or you take public transportation, and you have a list of galleries, hopefully, that you've looked up online that you know that are there. Maybe there's 2 galleries, maybe there's 10 galleries, who knows? But you can find out online by looking it up beforehand and being prepared because these are the destinations you're going to visit. So, like anybody, you're going there to check out art. That's it, right? Don't think of it as I'm going to go network today and I've got to really get my A game on. I've got to look good. I've got to, have something ready. You don't. All you're doing is looking. And by that, I mean you walk into the gallery and you walk around and you check out the art. But really check out the art. Go to the desk, and there's always a little handout there, a piece of paper that has thumbnails of the art on it with little descriptions. Sometimes there's something in there about the artist. Check that out, pick that up, and walk around with that little list and look at the art on the wall. As if the art is made by a friend of yours, and you're really kind of checking out, wow, what did they make? What's going on here? Take your time. While you're doing that, walking around, there'll probably be someone at the front desk that says something like, if you have any questions, just ask. And you can say, okay, thanks. Walk around, take your time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you want. You have time, right? This is your Saturday for looking at galleries. So look around at all the work and think about it. Think, do you like this work? Do you have any questions about this work? How it was made? What does it bring up for you in terms of, your own work and what you're seeing here? And so walk around, and after that, just kind of look at the gallery and get a sense of, do you like this space? Do you like the feeling you're getting without even exchanging any words with whoever it is at that front desk? Just note that. Then you can just walk out of there, right? And go to the next one. That's option one. Option two and option one is good. Just check out the galleries and walk out of there. Take a good close look. If you want to bring your phone, you can take a photograph of that page on the front counter that describes the artist and their work, and then just go home and go on to the next gallery. No talking, nothing. What you're doing is researching, right? You're looking at the galleries, you see the prices on the sheet there, and you're wondering, can I fit in here? You can just go home and think about it. Or on the first trip, you can do that. You can go to let's say there's 4 or 5 galleries or 2 galleries or 10 galleries, check them all out without talking to anybody, taking photographs of that page in the front and walking out of there and going home and thinking about which one did I really like here? Would I like to go back to? And then if you go back, you should go back every single week, every single Saturday. And if you can get there on days where they have an opening, go then too, because you want your face to be known, right? You're kind of inserting yourself into a scene here without saying a word. So then go back there again to your favorite galleries. Maybe you found 3 or 4 that you really liked, or one. Go back to that gallery, walk around, take a look at the same art again, check it out closely, and the person will say at the front desk again something like, "If you have any questions, just ask." And this time, walk up to that person at the front desk and say, "Yeah, I have a question about this work over here. Can I ask you something?" And they'll say, "Yeah, of course, of course." And usually they'll get up and they'll walk right out there with you, and say, "This one, it looks like watercolor, but this, you can ask about the medium, something that's intelligent because you're an artist and you know how people paint, or likely you do. And if there's something you don't understand about how that was made, how that painting was made, how that frame was made, how that photograph was made, or sculpture, what the medium was, ask. You can say, there's something on the surface of this painting and I don't know what it is. Is that wax? Is there a medium there? Is it something else? Or, a sculpture, is this plaster? Is this bronze? It looks like both to me. You can just ask. They'll tell you, right? That's what they're trained to do. They're trained to tell you like what that is. And then that's all, right? You can say, "Thank you so much," and walk out of there. But likely what'll happen is they'll say, "Are you interested in this piece?" And you can say, I'm interested in art. And that's why I had that question. And likely they'll begin to ask you something. "Oh, I see. And what do you do?" And you can say, "I'm an artist," and that's all. And then if they don't ask anything else, you can leave. If they do ask something else, the conversation can grow. What kind of art do you make? They might ask. Can I see some of your art? Those are the kind of things that may happen. But this is how you can start a conversation where the power is with you, as opposed to walking into a gallery and saying, "Hi, do you look at the work of new artists?" Which you can also do. And they say yes or no, or, and then send them work or not. That's really a third option. Just walk straight into a gallery and say, "Do you look at the work of new artists?" But the idea of walking in first every week and looking at the art, only looking and leaving, shows that you're interested in who they are, right? Your first priority isn't yourself and your art with them, because when it's that, they wonder, why this gallery? Are you just going to every gallery and asking them if they look at art, or is there something about this gallery that's special to you? And what you want them to feel is that this gallery is special, and that I'm looking at your art and that I like what you show, because that's really meaningful to them. It's meaningful to all of us, right? When you look closely at someone or at their art and make a comment, that's really, really meaningful. So what I would suggest is to do that, right? 3 steps to get a gallery, to get involved in a gallery, in a scene. Step 1 is make a list of the galleries that are in your area within a 1-hour commute, whether that's 2 galleries or 10 galleries or more. Step 2, make a day of the week to go visit those galleries every single week, just to look. And step 3 is, when you visit those galleries, walk around, take your time, pick up that sheet that's there, and look carefully at all the art. And then you can ask the person at the front desk a question about the art. The conversation begins with them, right? And when that happens, they will naturally at some point ask more about you. It's a way to insert yourself in the scene. And then you can even ask about, do they look at the work of new artists or not? But you've inserted yourself in the scene. They know who you are. They know you're an artist, and they know that you like their gallery. That's a very powerful way to build a foundation and a relationship with a gallery. If you have any questions, just ask. My book is also below if you want many more tips like this. So thanks for watching.